Hello, and welcome to another stream of Pokemon Legends Arceus Live. My name is Ectric, and we are here in yet another stream where we will be looking for some shiny Burmy today. We shall see if we can't find any shiny Burmy, and hopefully we will find some shiny Burmy and get some more progress working towards the shiny living dex in this game. But thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Yeah, we're going to be doing some PLA today, so it should be a good time. Let's do this thing. I think the last thing Oh, we got Ellie in here. Welcome in. Issue of the skill variety. I mean, yeah, it is a skill issue that I have not gotten up shiny Burmy to this point. I just haven't been putting in the work. I gotta work on it, so that's what I'm doing today. Oop. That's what I'm doing today. But thank you so much for joining, Ellie. I really appreciate it. Good to have you here. I finally beat the DLC of PLZA yesterday. Ended up getting 3 shinies in the process, which was awesome. And then once we are back from like Christmas and stuff, I'll probably do some hyperspace pokedex filling, side questing, and shiny hunting in there. I think I am going to start trying to work for a shiny living dex in that game as well. I think the shiny hunting in that game is good enough that I'm willing to like start that process. Only like 400 hours isn't nearly enough for Burmy. You got to max those hours, 999, 559. How many? I've got 757 hours in this game. Granted, not all of that has been hunting shiny Burmy, but you know. All right. So I think that the play should be just do the loop around the fieldlands. Because I think that that's gonna be like I want to just have like a nice cozy one, and then theoretically we can also like look for Eevee if and when they appear. We can double duty. We could also look for Wormadam. It doesn't really matter either way. I need both. So I think these areas all have Burmies. Sorry, Burmy. Unfortunately, we don't have any shiny or shaky trees, but theoretically, this is where the Burmy would be. Right. Cut across this way now. Erjo, welcome to the stream, and Punning Man as well. Nurse Joy. She's not in this game. Sorry, Punning Man. I know that that she's your greatest dream and all that, but wood. Takes 3 years of dedicated hunting to find a shiny Burmy. That sounds about right. Or, a really lucky night. Oh, what a night. Late December back in 25. What a very special time to be alive. I remember what a stream. Pulled up Rivals and started a game. Excited to play a bit. Only for the game to say Krakoa. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Honestly, at this point, I prefer Krakoa to what's it? The one where it's like three points and you have to like collect material. I hate that mode. That's my new least favorite. They beat out Krakoa for my least favorite map. Although of the maps that have like Convoy and Domination, Krakoa is still probably my least favorite. Although that the one that they released in like season 4, I think the one that like is like the it's basically like 3 of the same map for domination, and all of them have like those weird like alien pillars and stuff like that. That one I also don't really like that much. Mostly because it's just there's so many pillars that people can like fucking hide behind when I'm trying to attack them, and I'm already not good at aiming, and it makes it even more difficult when they can just like play fucking peekaboo with my ass. Learned about Italy. Their mozzarella cheese is usually made from water buffalo milk. Yes, yes. Um, I had some of the buffalo cheese, and it was fucking delicious. Would highly recommend. Officer Jenny, but she's not blonde. All right. Boop. Burmy. Oh, sorry. Wormadam. All right. Now there's Nurse Joy. She gets the pass. She gets the pink hair pass. It's like the blonde of the anime world. Burmy. All right. And let us go try that again. Blonde is blonde, red is red. You sound like Mr. Incredible from The Incredibles 2. Math is math. Why did they change math? Uh, so far, no shiny Burmy. Well, Most is definitely a redhead. Lairhead redhead. I mean, I ain't complaining. Mimosa's an awesome character. Alright. Come on, give me a shaky tree. Ah, there we go. That's one. Shiny Burmy. She's a dunce. No. Those wear, like, silly pointy hats that say dunce on them. Like my character in Get to Work. After the second time I took the shortcut back to the beginning for a hat. I should know. I played that game for a while. I should go back to that game and try and beat the post game content. I never ended up going back to try and become a billionaire. Okay. Wood. Uh, it's so frustrating how few trees shake. Like, I wish there was something I could Like some like I wish there was like a honey that I could like uh use as like an item to like almost like a sweet scent item to just kind of like make it more likely that trees are shaking or something like that. Or at the very least like or even like even better make it slightly like better shiny odds when hitting shaky trees. Alas, earwax. But they'll be making a patch for it any day. I know it. The Legends Arceus patch is coming any day now. I genuinely don't like. First of all, I don't know what I can't tell the difference between regular Burmy and shiny Burmy. They look way too similar. Second of all, I genuinely don't know if the like bring sound is going to show when it first pops out of the tree or only when you like get into the battle with it. Like I don't even know what it's like to get uh a shiny encounter from a tree. Literally has never happened for me. So I'm like so unprepared and like worried that I'm gonna like freaking like muscle memory it. And just like leave the battle before I even get the chance to catch it and just fail the catch because of it. Oh, that hurt. Wow, thanks for that. Really appreciate you coming out in a timely manner, Braviary. Oh, that's a shiny. Damn it. Well, we got a shiny Paris. Could we not? So that's a shiny. Yay. Praise the Lord and all that. That is not a shiny Burmy, though. And we wasted our shininess. We wasted the shiny encounter on a frickin' Paris. Oh well. Do you have any recommendations for Steam games under $10? I am a big fan of Nodebuster. I think that's only like $3. That one I've done like some speedruns on the channel and stuff like that. It's a very fun like stat progression type of game, where you like build your powers out every time you like go and do a run and stuff like that to try and beat like harder and harder bosses type of thing. But it's all with like geometric shapes and stuff. Quite fun. Trying to let me look at my Steam, my Steam list. That is not a shiny. Let's see. I believe Beat Around the Bush is less than $10. You literally, there's like a bush, and you try not to hit it with a bat as you try to hit like these red circles that pop up around the bush. It's very memey, and I think it's like $1 or $2 or something like that. That one was pretty fun. Let's see. I've got a decent number of them that are just like free ones that I haven't played yet. So I can't really speak to any of those. Let's see. Chess Former was a bit short, but that was pretty fun. It was like chess puzzles that you had to solve. Like you had to you moved the pieces around based on like their actual moves in chess, but like it was like 2D with like gravity, and you had to like try and get a piece to capture their like king and stuff like that. It was pretty interesting. Um, that it's a bit short, but I think it's pretty cheap. Let's see. Crab Game is free. That one's pretty fun. Although that's a multiplayer game, it's not single player. Let's see. Let's try. Find 100 ducks and blast them. That was a very short game, but it's also free. So you can't really complain. Dazzling, welcome in. It's been a little bit. Hope you're doing well. Oh, a game about digging a hole was pretty fun. Also pretty cheap and also pretty quick. Get to work was more than $10. Sculpt friends. Alright, well, we can work back and reset this area. Make good choices was pretty fun. That it was like annoying, but like it was like fun to try and like solve how to beat the game and stuff like that. That was the one where like literally anywhere you walk, there like something is trying to kill you as you're like trying to walk home. It's pretty funny. What is the chess game called? Chessformer. Kind of like Transformer, but like with chess instead. All one word. Marvel Rivals is free. But yeah, Nodebuster, a very good one. I really like that one a lot. I need to play that one again. It's been a while. We got I recently got Sid Meier's Civilization 3 for like $1 on Steam. It's, you know, older, but it's fun. Oh, Spider Heck is pretty fun. I think it's only like $8. You basically this is
There's that fucking girly.
new disgusting butt topic. You got it, boss. Welcome to the stream, Pseudo. Appreciate you coming in. But yeah, Spider Heck is basically a game where you it's like another multiplayer one.
Are you a dog or a tongue?
Are you a dog or a tongue? I am a dog because I got that dog in me. But yeah, so you basically play as like a spider that is, and you're like, you have like a kind of like a battle arena, and you like swing around, and try to hit the other people with like weapons and stuff to kill them before they kill you, and it's like a last man standing gets a point for the round type of thing. But you can like swing around as if a little bit like Spider-Man, and like it's a pretty fun like movement mechanic to put on top of the you know, the battle format and stuff. And that one's pretty cheap. I recently completed my first hard mode in Fire Emblem. Nice. Oh, where am I going? Got my first official win on Samurai Kirby 100 Challenge. Congratulations. Let's frickin' go. Nothing doing there. Wood. Nothing doing there. Nothing doing here. Tongue squad wrestling. See, but if you're dog squad, then you also have that tongue in you, so you're like both. I feel like dog is the objectively better option. Also, you know the trope of like golden retriever boyfriend and like cat girlfriend? I'm the golden retriever boyfriend half of that to a T. Like I definitely have golden retriever energy, I feel like. Oh, that's a shaky tree. Burmy. Burmy. Why are there so many non-shiny Burmy? And not enough shaky trees. It's tongues versus tongueless dogs. Oh, those poor dogs. Timing's everything for that one. I also recently discovered I had made some high scores in the minigames for Kirby's Return to Dreamland DX as well. Congratulations. Golden Retrievers are people pleasers. That would be me. I like pleasing people. What part of YouTuber gave you the impression that I wasn't a people pleaser? Oh, cool. I found an outbreak that was reported. I thought we were getting a Space-Time Distortion for a second. I was like, what? How? When? Oh yeah, I forgot to check what other games. Oh, Squirrel with a Gun I think is less than $10, right? Oh, maybe that one might be 15 actually. Now that I think about it, I might be wrong. Stone Simulator is only $5. I need to do I need to do a stream of that or not again. I need to do a stream of that. I've been meaning to. Maybe that'll be the last stream of the year. Just a stream of Stone Simulator. Maybe we'll do Space-Time Distortions in the background while we play. But yeah, those are all the ones that I have like downloaded that are like cheaper. DOS 2. What's DOS? Is TTS working? It should be. I did make a fix. No guarantee that it is fixed, but I did address the issue that I was finding when it wasn't working before.
Ow.
Yes.
Hey guys, I'm in the Florida Everglades. Well, you're not the 20-footer, but you have to go. Yoink. D. Bishop. How dare you steal from me?
Okay. Yes, it does work. Let's go. I bought Rock Simulator. I think you played it for 5 minutes. I did play it for 5 minutes. I need to play it more. Divinity Original Sin. I've never played that one before. Is that a very notoriously difficult game and that you're suggesting I play a full playthrough as my last stream of the year? Just blindly? Like, skip the first one, play the sequel, having never played any of the games before or even seen the gameplay? Honestly, that could be kind of funny. Like, just randomly just decide to, like, apropos of nothing, just play Dark Souls 2. And just try and say, okay, I've never played a Dark Souls game before. I'm going to beat it this stream. And just play until I did. Oh, it's Larian's other big game. Oh, okay. That actually makes me more likely to play it, to be honest. Oh, that's the one that they're coming out with next. That's the new game they announced, right? Well, in that series, Divinity, right? Gotcha. Yeah, definitely. I definitely will. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna want to get that game when it comes out. Cause boy was I sold with BG3. So I definitely will seek out their next game being developed. But I don't know if I'll go back and play some of their older stuff. Maybe I'll try the Divinity series beforehand, but I'll have to look at, like, what the premise is and, like, how old some of those Divinity games are. Because, like, I'm sure that I would theoretically enjoy them, but, like, if they're, like, you know, DOS games or something like that, it's going to be a lot less likely that I'm playing them than if they, like, you know, were 2019 games. Not to be confused with the initials of the game itself. Alright, still no shiny Burmy.
Oh. Hey guys.
Original Sin came out
I'm in
in
the Florida
2016.
Everglades,
Gotcha.
and this swamp puppy is in hot pursuit of me. He definitely wants to eat me. This one's built differently. Swamp puppy. Oh!
Fascinating. Whee. Yeah, I would theoretically check out Original Sin 2. Is it a similar situation where, like, you don't have to haven't had to play the previous ones to enjoy the story from that one? Kind of like with Baldur's Gate? Like, I didn't play Baldur's Gate 2 or 1, but I played Baldur's Gate 3, and I was like the story was, like, perfectly comprehensible. It was just, like, I may not have gotten some of the references to the older games. Slash, who knows, maybe those characters are, famous from, like, the original Baldur's Gate onward, and I'm just sitting here like, oh, those were the Baldur's Gate 3 characters. Now I'm actually curious how much I was missing out by not having played the original Baldur's Gate and Baldur's Gate 2. It's a mostly standalone story? Gotcha. By the way, I'm doing the new normal thing of, whenever I go back and respawn, at this point, unless it is a specific spawn of a Pokemon that I need. For example, if there's like an EV outbreak or something like that, like a solo EV outbreak, or like a solo Lilligant outbreak or something like that, unless it's one of those, I'm just going to go to the Fieldlands, ignore like any MMOs or anything like that, and just hunt for Burmy. Sorry, Burmy. All right. Bam. Nice. What the hell? Oh, because I didn't. I understand now. Wait, why did I just return to the village? Anything related to Ball, some Jaheira stuff, Minsk backstory, Viconia history, Iron Throne, or most of the big connections to the earlier BG games? Gotcha. So the fact that I have not had a single playthrough that has included Jaheira means I missed literally nothing. Like, I've to be fair, I've only gotten that far twice, but like both times, Jaheira died before she could get added to the team. Oh, we got seagulls again. Honestly, I'm contemplating doing another run of Baldur's Gate, specifically so I can romance Jaheira and make sure she stays alive and stuff. Although at that point, I don't know what I would do. I will be running out of like different ways to play the game that will be like interesting. Jaheira can't be romanced? Really? I could have sworn she was romanceable. You can recruit her as a follower, but let her be AI controlled. If you take her as a follower, it's easier to keep her alive. I thought she could become a party member. Like I knew that like she could become like join in on some of the fighting and stuff like that. I really thought she could become a party member. Was all of that like mods and stuff that allowed her to be like a party member and stuff? Because I could have sworn I saw her like in the party in like shorts and stuff like that. Some ROM hacks? Maybe. I don't know. I mean, like, sure, I have some interest in it, I guess, but, like, you know, I already do, like, a wide variety, and, like, Pokemon challenges have become less of a staple of the channel. I mean, to be fair, I probably could, like, maybe do, like, one ROM hack at a time, something like that, and just, like, play through them very casually type of stuff. But it at the moment it's not a huge like an urgent plan for me to be doing a ton of ROM hacks. But I'm not opposed either. Actually, I do think I have a ROM hack that I like have downloaded that I have not played through yet. Like I've played through Uranium. I think I have the one that allows you to play like Red's story. But yeah, I could theoretically play some more ROM hacks. I probably would try to play them like as if I was playing like a new Pokemon game type of situation, rather than like going immediately to, oh, I'm gonna do like a hardcore Nuzlocke of this game or something like that. Like I feel like doing it as a Nuzlocke kind of takes away my enjoyment of exploring this ROM hack type of thing. So I think that if I were to do them, I would treat it like I was playing a new Pokemon game and like, you know, play through the story, do the voice acting for the game and stuff like that, and then you know, try and complete the Pokedex and stuff like that. Like I would play it like the way I play a normal Pokemon game. I feel like that could be fun. When entering Moonrise first floor, you can ask her to join you. She then becomes an attached friendly NPC till you get to the roof. She's AI on the roof, and then becomes a companion in the oubliette. I don't know what the oubliette is, but okay. So you just have to keep her along that that long to be able to get her to become a companion. Understood. But she's a non-romanceable companion. Unlike Minthara, which, if you go the murder hobo route, you can romance. Oh, the Illithid colony. Okay, I see. I did not know that was called the oubliette. Actually, the more I think about it, that's like I feel like actually it would maybe be a good idea to do a ROM hack one of these days, because like I really have loved being able to have a new Pokemon. Like I always forget, but then whenever a new Pokemon game comes out, I remember like, oh, I love having like a new Pokemon game to explore and like try and fill out the Pokedex and stuff like that. Like I really love doing that aspect of Pokemon gaming. Like, don't get me wrong, I love playing, you know, PLA and stuff like that to shiny hunt and all that. And you know, shiny hunting is fun, Nuzlocking is fun, all that stuff like that. But like, my true like passion with Pokemon is like playing through the story and then trying to fill out like the Pokedex and stuff like that. That's like the one. That's like my bread and butter with Pokemon games, I find. And trying to like be completionist about it and stuff. So if I were to, you know, seek out some, you know, fan-made versions that could fill that itch of mine, I feel like that could be a really good running thing to be doing. Minsk also can't be romanced? Oh, see, that's unfortunate. What's the point of letting them be a companion if you can't romance them? Also, we would have the added bonus that half of the people who normally join in on streams would be able to join in on me playing through the new story, the new to me story of a ROM hack, because they wouldn't be worried about spoilers. Have you beat all the Pokemon games? No. I have, well, obviously I haven't done a ton of the like non-mainline games, but of the mainline games, I have beaten every game except Black and White 2 and Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. I've played through everything else and beaten it. I've not done the finished the Pokedex on all of them, but I've beaten all of the games from Gen 1 to Gen 9, but I have not done the sequel games of 5 and 7. Or 5 and 7. Mainly because neither of those games I played when they first came. Like, played neither of those gens when they first came out. And when I was going back, I was like, oh, I'll just play like the baseline one. I don't want to play the sequel one before I play the first one. And then, you know, at that point, it was just like, by the time that I would have theoretically gone around to getting to the sequels, they were very old already. Oh, on the ones on Switch, yes. I've beaten all the ones on Switch. except for Sword technically, but like, I've beaten Shield. I just the version exclusives notwithstanding. Minsk is in a committed relationship with his boo. That's true, but also he could be in a committed like throuple. I don't judge. Also, yes, everyone, go check out Planty's channel if you have not. Thank you so much for coming to the stream, Planty. I really, really appreciate it. Glad to have you here, and I hope you're doing well. Happy almost Christmas. Or Merry almost Christmas. I was actually listening to that song earlier today. I don't know if any of you are familiar with the Frog and Toad books. The children's books, Frog and Toad. They're like older, children's like children's like picture books with they're children's books. Dr. Seuss style children's books about two friends who are a frog and a toad and their hijinks in like this little animal world and stuff like that. It's very, very cute. It's very cozy, and I loved those books growing up. And they made a musical out of those characters because they're fairly popular. And I went to go see that musical. I don't know if it was on Broadway or not. It might have been on Broadway, but it might have also just been like State Theater or something like that. But I went to go see the show, and absolutely loved the musical. I don't think it's all that popular. It's like not running obviously now, but a couple years ago, after like about 10 years of not having thought about the show, I remembered it and looked up the soundtrack. And ever since, like every couple months to a year, I will just like listen to this, randomly start listening to the soundtrack. And one of them is a Christmas song called "Merry Almost Christmas." And I was singing it today and listening to it today. It was a lot of fun. It's got like a fun little, almost like Baroque section, a cappella section, like a Baroque a cappella section near the end that sounds really, really pretty. I need to play Pearl, Scarlet, and Let's Go Eevee. Gotcha. Oh, so you are including the version exclusives. If that's the case, then there are a lot more I haven't played. Let's see, I haven't played Red. Oh no, I've played Red. I haven't beaten Red, but I have played Red. I haven't played Gold or Silver. I think I've only played Crystal. I have played all of the Gen 3 ones. I haven't played Fire Red. I've only played Leaf Green. Oh, that's not true. I think I did play Fire Red. I've played Fire Red. I think that's another one that I haven't beaten. I've beaten Leaf Green. I've not beaten Fire Red. Yeah, because Fire Red was the one that I tried doing a Shiny Lock on. Anyway, so that's Gen 3. Gen 4, I have played Pearl and Platinum. I've not played Diamond. You've also forced movies to play Yellow. Yes, I have. I'm pretty sure I've also played Yellow, like myself, but like I have forced movies to play Yellow. Much to their chagrin. Honestly, I need to do the Chat Plays Pokemon stream sometime. I meant to do it like months ago and just had some trouble with like the code and just never went back to it. I need to run it again because like I'm pretty sure the code works. It was just, like my computer was just being finicky that day, but I let it like completely forestall my progress on that. Went and looked at Christmas lights on my way to grocery store. Saw some nice ones. Oh, nice. I actually put up outdoor Christmas lights. We had like decorated the tree and stuff, but I had been putting up the lights and stuff because originally my plan was to like set it up so that they were going all along like the roof of the house, and I wouldn't need to use the ladder. But it had snowed, so I didn't feel comfortable using the ladder in the snow and stuff like that. But just decided it's too late to put them up like all across the house. So I just put it up like around like the porch and the front door porch and stuff like that. And then we have this little like light post near the a little ways out along the walkway that leads up to the front door. And I basically strung up some lights around that light post and then leading back to like the front porch area. So I did that today, and they look decent enough. It's better than nothing. Not super in depth or anything like that, but it is something, and it's nice to see the colors and stuff. I love Frog and Toad accidentally commit insurance fraud. I don't remember that book, but it sounds like a fun one. I bet Toad was the one that did it. He was always the one that got them into hijinks. Thoughts on the Magic Treehouse books back in the day? Magic Treehouse. It sounds infinitely familiar. I cannot place this storylines in my head, mostly because I think I'm getting the Magic School Bus stuck in my head instead. I haven't played Pokemon Carburetor, Pokemon Croissant, and Pokemon Aluminum, or Aluminium if you're British. Do you know that it's possible to get Badge 7 before the G-Bomb is triggered in Diamond Pearl, but not Platinum? I never thought about that, but it sounds right. It's in the 80s and 90s here this week, so Christmas lights are the only thing making it Christmas around. Oof, yeah. No, it has been nice and cold around me. I live in New England, so.
To text the word dog or the word tongue to 69669 for a chance to win a Nintendo Switch 2 system demo. A $49.99 value.
God, imagine we set up like for like our like, you know, audience polls and stuff. Instead of doing it through the YouTube chat, we set up an American Idol style like call-in system. That'd be so fucking funny. Like have an entire like call-in system set up and just have it be so that we can figure out whether chat prefers I play Quiplash or Survive the Internet in Jackbox. But getting back to the games that I haven't played, let's see. I have played Pearl and Platinum, but not Diamond. I have played. I think I've played both Heart Gold and Soul Silvers, so those I've completed. I'd like to vote for myself. You think you're the best singer? That's fair. But yeah, so I've played both of those. Gen 5, I've played Black. I don't think I've played White. I started White 2 for the Maulock. Or did I play Black 2? I've started one of them for the Maulock, but I have not beaten it. Because the Maulock is still on hiatus. And then Gen 6, I have played through Y, but not X. I have played through Alpha Sapphire, but not Omega Ruby, I believe. And then I never did the Delta episode though, so I haven't completely played through Alpha Sapphire. I'm an incredible singer, a decent brother, and I'm also a sewing machine. What an incredible... I feel like that's a quote, but if it's not, that is absolutely an incredible line. I mean, it is regardless, but like, major props if you came up with that on the spot. But yeah, so Alpha Sapphire, not Omega Ruby. I've played Moon, but not Sun. And then neither Ultra Sun or Ultra Moon. I've played Shield, but not Sword. I've played both Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. Let's Go Eevee was the one I played like on my like personal file, but Zed and I did a race through Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, and I played Let's Go Pikachu, and not to brag, but I won, so I played through all of that game. And then obviously I played Legends Arceus. I also played Brilliant Diamond and started Shining Pearl, but I have not beaten the entire Shining Pearl game. And then after that is Gen 9. I've played both Scarlet and Violet. And then obviously I've played Legends Za and just beat the DLC. Also, in terms of DLC, I've played all of the DLCs at least once and beaten them. Because they only started coming out recently. So yeah. Oh, we got a Leo raid. Welcome in, Raiders. Thank you so much for joining. Good to have you here. For those of you who are new here, my name is Ectric. I am a PokeTuber by trade. I do, shiny hunting, playing the new Pokemon games whenever they come out. I have in the past done Nuzlocking as well, although it's a little bit less often that it happens. But I also do a bunch of other variety like Baldur's Gate streams, Stardew streams, Marvel Rival streams, Jackbox with Viewers streams, whole bunch of different stuff. So if any of that sounds interesting to you, consider liking and subscribing to the channel so you can catch more in the future. Regardless, though, thank you so much for joining me tonight. I really, really appreciate it. We're looking for some shiny Burmy from these shaky trees in PLA, because I'm trying to work on my shiny living dex in PLA, caught only in PLA. And Burmy has been a bit of a dick and not shined yet. And I need 6 of them. But thank you so much, everyone, for joining in tonight. Thank you so much, Top Secret Yoshi, Ultimate Tom Leo. Thank you so much for the raid, my friend. I really appreciate it. Everyone in my chat, go check out their channel. Show some love. Yeah, thank you so much, everyone, for coming in. Really, really appreciate it. That is not a shiny either. Dang it. What were we playing tonight? How y'all doing? I'm doing just fine and dandy. We've been talking about playing Pokemon ROM hacks. We talked a little bit about some Baldur's Gate. Someone asked me what games I recommend on Steam that are less than $10, and I gave a little bit of a list of some of my favorites there. Just been chatting and chilling as I search out some shaky trees that have non-shiny Burmies. Also been saying Burmy with a Kermit the Frog inflection every time, just because it's fun. Just a good old time. He does Rock Simulator streams as well. I've only played Rock Simulator once so far, but yes, that is my new identity. I should start amending the spiel to say I am a Rock Simulator streamer by trade, and then I also do Pokemon on the side, because it is true. I am going to start almost exclusively streaming Rock Simulator. Shiny Spinarak in Area 4. Anyone? Congratulations! I have gotten I've only gotten one in Area 4, but I do have 2 Shiny Spinarak in Legends Za already, and I only have about maybe a dozen shinies total in that game. So I have gotten very lucky with the Spinaraks thus far. Twisted JYT, by the way, thank you so much for joining on that raid as well. Good to have you. What were y'all doing tonight, by the way? I might have already asked that, but if I haven't, then it'll sound real cool that I asked that. And if I have, I look slightly stupid for about 3 seconds, and then I'll say something else stupid to make you forget about the old stupid thing. That's my method. They can't think you're stupid if you're saying something else stupid. I think Confucius said that. Or I'm not sure. I certainly was confused, so... Come on. Shaky tree. Shaky tree. Yes. Shake, 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 shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your tree. Shake your tree. Alright. Well, if you insist to not be shiny... Did I ever finish out the Wormadam? I did not. I should be attacking these things, shouldn't I? Actually, that's actually... Let me, whoop. Do I have... I don't. Alright, I think that what I'll do is I'm going to grab Flareon, because I want to start perfecting the evolution Pokedexes so that I have better shiny odds when I'm hunting for them in Space-Time Distortions. And I have not perfected their Pokedex entries. I've perfected Eevees, but I've not perfected the evolutions. So, two birds with one stone. I work on perfecting Wormadam's entry by attacking it with fire moves that Flareon needs to use to perfect its Pokedex. And then I get a bunch of increased shiny odds for all of my Pokemon, and then continue to not get them as shinies. It's the perfect plan. It's Shake Your Booty? I don't think so. I think it's Shake Your Tree. Pretty sure. I went to college. That's an impression I really need to learn how to do. I went to college! Like, I need to learn a really good Plankton impression. Okay. Let's see. So we need you on the squad. In place of... Yeah, that's fine. So I have both of those perfected already, so... we'll just add you back to the team, it's fine. Shake your U tree. I relate to Plankton and Squidward. Yeah, you are kind of Plankton and Squidward. I'd say more Squidward than Plankton. I'm going to be playing a VR game, but I'll leave a headphone in, so if you need me to grab a link, just scream incomprehensible garbage. Okay. I'll try to remember that phrase. But have fun with your VR game. Alright. Back to the shaky trees. Do, 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 do. Where are you, shaky trees? Mr. Mosby from Sweet Life? I never watched Sweet Life. Was he the one that went like the lady was like, I know what the Prindle is? Pseudo and I are on the same page. I was going to yell the words incomprehensible garbage the second I needed Ellie. Need to take care of something? No worries. Appreciate the raid again, and hopefully you'll be able to come back. But otherwise, have a great night, man. Really, really appreciate it. But yeah, getting back to the conversation. I'm pretty sure Mr. Mosby was the guy who, like, the lady was like, I know what the Prindle is, and he's like, do you want am or fm? He had, like, a British accent. I'm pretty sure that's who that was. Would. But I never watched the show, so... I only recently found out there were two of them. I thought it was just one kid who looked slightly different every time. I don't know if you saw it in chat. I downloaded Baldur's Gate 3 demo. Ooh! I did not see that. I hope you have fun. It is such a good game. I have 365 hours in that game, I think, at this point. Maybe 370. It's around there. And I've beaten it twice. I am on my third and fourth playthroughs right now. It is a lot of fun. Would highly recommend for anyone who is willing to spend the money. It is a very, very good game. There is a bit of a learning curve around like how to use the stats and stuff like that, but or how to use like the moves and stuff like that. But like it's it's a lot of fun. You get a lot of like leeway on being able to like interact with the world and stuff like that. It's just a good time. That's him. He was in that famous gear shift scene. Understood. I know who Mr. Mosby is now. All I can think of is Ted Mosby from How I Met Your Mother, though, so... Wait, what? The whole thing is that one of them is a tongue and the other is a real dog. What was I just talking about? God, I've been talking so much, I don't even know what you're referencing. It's very funny, I'm sure, but like I can't remember what you're talking about. I know you're referencing the discussion about topic, but... Oh, the child twins. Okay. Sorry, I had, like, moved on about 5 conversations. Through not your fault whatsoever. I've just been ping-pong pretty fast on topics today for some reason. But, like, I could not for the life of me remember what we were talking about 3 minutes ago. One of them was a tongue, and the other was a real tongue. See, like I said, I knew it was funny. I knew it was a funny reference. I just could not remember what it was referencing, and I was feeling bad that I couldn't fully enjoy it. That's like my biggest weakness is that like I like to laugh at pretty much anything, and like I am a very easy laugh, and it also feels good to like laugh at. And you know, partially it like is like, oh, I'm providing validation for how funny this person is and stuff like that, as well as like I'm also enjoying this. But it's the worst thing when like I want to give you the acknowledgement you deserve because I know that was funny, but I can't like fully generate like a genuine laugh because I am not comprehending it well enough. Like, this is on me. You're going to feel bad because I'm not laughing hard enough. It's not your fault. It's mine. I know that was funny. I just can't think well enough to be able to like fully appreciate it and get like a genuine laugh. It's like one of my worst. It's like one of my worst traits. Not even that. It's like one of the things that keeps me up at night almost. It's just like I wanted to laugh at that joke, but I didn't understand it well enough to be able to laugh. Laugh genuinely enough. And then the worst thing is when you laugh anyway, and you just like are able to like laugh just from the concept of like something being funny, and then it's like then you're like they're like, oh, they're expecting you to like contribute, and you're like, oh, I just kind of laughed because it was the right thing to do. I didn't actually hear what you said, and you're like, yeah, nah, no shinies. Well, we've gotten one shiny, but like that was a while ago, and it's not what we're looking for. None since you left. I never feel bad. I have a friend who groans at most of my jokes. I'm also entertaining myself, so it's never a waste. I mean, to be clear, I also feel that way. Every once in a while, I'll tell a joke in like a Discord, and all of a sudden it'll just like be dead silence, and it's always like honestly, that kind of reaction is kind of funny sometimes, and I actually kind of enjoy going, well, that didn't land. Because that will sometimes get a joke, get a chuckle out of people as well. Of like, that was just bad, apparently. But yeah, so like I personally I don't have as much of a problem, but like people pleaser, wanting to provide that validation and like acknowledgement of like you did a good job at crafting this joke type of thing, or you tried. If it actually wasn't that funny. I think my main thing is I want people to like get the acknowledgement for when they do something funny and stuff like that. Like it bothers me when like there's a really funny line in like a show or something like that, and like the audience just does not laugh whatsoever. It always bothered me when I would like watch those types of things with like if I ever went to like Broadway or anything like that. Like if the audience was dead, I felt bad because like it was just like you did a good job and you're not getting the feedback to like tell you that you did a good job, and like you might think that you're not doing a good job even though you did. It's just that like you're not getting the feedback to like indicate the job you did. D&D has been patting my ego too much lately. My DM is tickled at my character. Yeah, see, that's why I do YouTube, so that I can get the virtual laughs. Although I don't know how much I actually get out of that because I can't hear you laughing. If someone will say LOL in the chat, then that's one thing. But like, you're not getting like the direct feedback of like telling a joke and having someone immediately laugh at it. It's like you tell a joke and then theoretically someone might react to it within the next like 30 seconds to a minute, depending on the like delay and stuff like that. But it's just like I think it actually probably isn't a great feedback method, which actually kind of helps just because like I'm not expecting like immediate feedback. Like if I'm talking to someone directly and I say something that I intend to be funny and they just like don't give a reaction, like I know that it's because they didn't laugh. But if it's like oh, I said something funny and then I didn't see a response in chat, it might be that they were away from their phone at the moment, or like maybe the stream lagged, or they maybe it'll happen in the next 30 seconds and their stream is just delayed. Like there's a lot of excuses for why they laughed, but they thought it was funny and they laughed, but I didn't see it. We got a like goal of 30. Dang. Let's see how it goes. Ash, thank you so much for joining in the stream and for the like goal. We are currently at 5 likes, which is 1/6 of our goal. Which means we only need 5/6 more. Easy. I only banter with people who find funny, so I laugh a lot when I'm here. Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm funny. So I know that I'm funny. That wasn't in doubt. No, yeah, I also find myself like enjoying when I can like banter back and forth with someone and stuff like that. And my dad always says this, and I agree with it. Although I think I am slightly amended. But like he's always like, if I'm making fun of you, it means that I like you and stuff like that, or like if I'm like joking with you or something like that, it means I like you and stuff like that. It's for me, it's more like if I'm like bantering back and forth or being like either joking with you or about you or whatever. Like if I'm like cracking jokes, it means I like you, because like I will a lot of the time make self-deprecating jokes, and like there's an audience for that as well, because like I found that like in the past I have made like very mild self-deprecating jokes at like in an environment where like I'm not as like familiar with the people, and almost exclusively I get a no that's not true, whereas I'm like no, but like I'm like I'm like using hyperbole. I'm not actually like trying to denigrate myself, but like if I'm not comfortable enough with you, then I assume your reaction is going to be like, oh, you're being overly humble and denigrating yourself, and that's not true, which is very sweet of them. But it's also like that's not my intention, and now I feel guilty for making the joke, because now you think that I'm like having some sort of mental thing. I'd make like a lot bigger than usual. I mean, it happens. I appreciate it. Oh, I gotta fight, and I gotta use flamethrower, I believe. Bam. Nice. Fire moves.
Hee ho 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 hee 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 ee ha hee ha hee. Ectric, you're so funny. Ee hee hee hardy hardy har hoo. Ooh hoo oh ho. I'm out of breath. Ah ha 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 ha. Tongue, Dog, tongue, dog.
I don't think I want to. Thank you very much. I'm good. I'm gonna be honest. Oh my god, that's so funny. That voice was perfect for that too. Oh god damn it! I need to move flamethrower so it's up top, so I don't have to constantly press the button down. If you happen to get ready by Vinny one of these days, like goal will be 100. I mean, I don't think I will ever get rated by Vinny, but I would be fucking starstruck if I ever did. He's one of the main reasons I became a YouTuber. So, you know, I would be over the moon if he hopped in stream and stuff like that. But like, you know, I'm sure that we would have to break out the 100 like goal and stuff like that for that kind of stream. I haven't watched his stuff in way too long. I need to get back into watching that group. It's been too long since I've watched. I honestly I kind of like fell out of habit of watching it when I started the channel, just because like not completely, but I stopped watching regularly because I, you know, was spending a lot of time like, you know, playing Pokemon and stuff like that, and doing Pokemon Nuzlocke and all that. And I didn't, like, first of all, I didn't want to be like influenced too much and feel like I was like copying off of any of them or anything like that. And also it just like some of my free time went to the channel, and it happened to be the time I spent thinking about Pokemon went towards the channel and was no longer going towards you know, watching them as often. So, I kind of fell out of habit of watching them regularly, but I need to get back into it because I loved watching their channels and stuff. I got rid of a channel that has at least 6 million subs. That's absolutely incredible. Congratulations. That's awesome. Been so busy with my own work, it's hard to watch other people's content. Yeah. And I'm not much of a live watcher anyway. Ironically enough, I'm much more of a, like, I watch YouTube videos rather than YouTube live streams. I like to listen at like 2 times speed to a lot of things, and I like to, you know, watch them at my own time and stuff like that while I'm like doing some work or something. So I'm definitely much more of like a listening to YouTube videos audio wise rather than watching streams and like being actively engaged in the content and typing in chat and stuff like that. So that's less my style for the most part. I will hop in from time to time, especially with like friend streams and stuff like that. I enjoy, like, if I'm like doing something on the computer, I'll have like a friend stream in the background sometimes and be listening to that while I do whatever I'm doing on the computer. But it's not super common. So that's part of it, is that I just, you know, I don't watch a lot of their like, I know he has switched a lot more to like either shorts content with like Nintendo or the like streams and stuff, and it's a little bit less of like the videos that like brought me into his channel in the first place. But you know, I still enjoy. Oh, you know what? I need to see it use, holy shit, a bunch more agile styles. So I should probably be doing agile style attack, flamethrower. Okay, good. I kept the lucky berries in the pocket. Literally had 700 people talking in your chat. Damn. I've never had that many concurrent viewers. I think my highest number was around 100. I think Beacon and Nick rated me one time, and I had about 100 concurrent viewers. And even then, it was mostly like lurkers and stuff like that. So like it wasn't like super duper overwhelming. But 700 is insane. I feel like that's getting to the point where like you just can't hold a conversation with people, and you just kind of have to like ride the waves of chat rather than like individual conversations and stuff. Like with this right now, I can read every message out and chat with you individually and hold like conversations with each of you individually, as well as like having a group conversation as well, and that kind of thing. But if you got like 100 people, just like, or like especially like 700 people, there's no way you're having conversations, individual conversations. You're having like a group conversation and kind of like reading people's chats as they come in that like pertain to what you're talking about. And I feel like it's a completely different like mindset almost. 1 second. I had to turn on a 3-minute slow mode cooldown because of it. Yeah, that'll definitely test your limits on speed reading, huh? With how fast it's going past. I have talked about this before, but I do want to get back into making like video content as well. I feel like having video content will help with like people like viewing the channel even when I'm not live type of thing. Like right now, you know, the channel is almost exclusively live streams and stuff like that, and you know, I enjoy the live stream format in that like it's, you know, intimate. You get the direct feedback type of thing, and also there's no, you know, after post-processing editing work to do with it. So, you know, it's the most time bang for your buck in terms of time input to content output type of thing. But it also is like, you know, not everyone's cup of tea, and people tend to not go back and rewatch stream VODs nearly as often as if you were to have like a YouTube video like about the same content type of thing. So I want to start like getting back into the edited video area, but like in the past I did like video series, and those were antiquated when I was doing them. Nowadays they're straight up prehistoric. I feel like the, you know, part 27 of my Let's Play type of content I feel like is no longer what people are looking for or wanting to watch. So I want to start doing, ironically enough, just as he just announced he's no longer doing these, but like the Doug style, like, oh, I did this thing and here's how it went type of stuff. This, you know, I did this gaming challenge, or I did this stream happened type of thing, and it turns into like an edited video that people can go and watch and stuff like that. Problem is my computer does not like my editing software, so anytime I get like the motivation to like go and do that kind of thing, the amount of time I spend just waiting for my computer to load up the things I want to do and then possibly end up freezing up, it makes it so that I lose all the motivation to do it, and then it doesn't happen. Wish I could stick around a little longer, but I need to go get some sleep. No worries. Appreciate the raid, my friend. I really, really do. Have a great night. Get some good rest, and I hope to see you around again sometime soon. I got you busy though, so thank you so much, man. I really, really appreciate it. But yeah, so I definitely want to work on that. I need to find a way to be able to get the editing process back under control. I think I want to try and switch back to using my laptop to edit, because I think the editing software ironically works better on my laptop than on my desktop. I also think maybe I should try unplugging some of my hard drives, because maybe part of the issue is it's trying to, like, read too much memory at the same time, because I have some external hard drives hooked up to my computer, and like I have them there just so in case I need the files I have easy access to them, but like I don't think they need to be like constantly connected type of thing. So I'm thinking I might disconnect all but like the one that is immediately being used to like store the most recent files, and then the rest of them I can just plug in whenever I want to like edit with them actively type of thing. Because then it'll be a lot more like, oh, it's only trying to read like, you know, 5 gigs as opposed to, or 5 terabytes rather than like 20. So I think that that's the play, ideally. So we can see if that has any effect. I'll also see if like using the laptop is a better idea. Now that I have my desktop back on my desk as opposed to underneath, I have a lot easier access to like the back of the computer and stuff like that. So it's gonna be a lot easier for me to, pull those hard drives and plug them into my laptop and stuff like that, rather than having them only connected to my desktop. So I feel like it's going to be a lot more likely that I am able to get that kind of editing work done on the laptop without having to like make it a whole hubbubaloo to get the files over to the laptop. So I'm hoping that that makes it easier. I also want to get back to posting shorts, although I really need to like limit myself and only post like a couple a week, because I know me, and the second I get like into it, I'm gonna be like, oh, well, but like, I want to see number go up every day. I want to see number go up the more days than the 2 a week I'm posting. I could post like 3 a week. It's fine. I can do one more, and then I'll be like, oh, but like, you know, I could do 4 a week. 5 a week is fine. Like I'll do like I'll like take weekends off or something like that, or take 2 days that I know I'm streaming off and have either shorts or streams. And then I'll be like, but I really want this short to post as soon as possible, but I'm booked out. So
here's a video pitch: BG3 Permadeath Duo Playthrough, Gnome, Tav, plus Frenzy Tavern, Brawler, Barb Carlock, and the only damage you can do is having Carlac throw your Tav at enemies.
That would be pretty funny. I do like that idea. I do have some videos in the works already. They're longer term videos though, so maybe something like that could be fun to do. I also have a video that is like fully like recorded. I just need to do the editing. Oh, shoot! We got it! Let's go! Holy cow! Shiny Burmy! Wow, that made the sound before it even freaking popped out of the tree. Let's go! Today was the day. Today was the day. Let's go. No, we're gonna fight. Damn it. There we go. Let's go. All right, definitely saving.
Victory screech!
So that's very exciting. I'm gonna keep hunting in here because I need Wormadam as well. So I'll hunt one for one more in the Fieldlands, but then I'm gonna have to move on to a new area to get the other variants. That's very exciting. What was I talking about for? Sorry, I completely lost my train of thought because I got that shiny. Congratulations! Thank you so much. Man, I can't believe I finally got a shiny Burmy. 5 more to go. Oh my goodness. But it can be done. We have now proven that shiny Burmy do exist in this game. And, by the way, not a great shiny. Would not be able to pick that out of a lineup that it's shiny just based on looks alone. The big sparkles help, but you know. What was I saying though? Oh, right. I was talking about. I have a video that's literally like recorded. I just need to edit it, and I feel like it was originally intended to be like posted during the like Italy trip, but weirdly enough, I feel like it could fit for Christmas as well. So I want to do that, but I need to edit it before Christmas. So I'm thinking about doing it like tomorrow, and I'm gonna see if I can't get it pulled up on my laptop, like, and get it working better than on my desktop. Like if it runs more smoothly on my laptop, then I will probably just do it there, and then I can just edit it on my laptop and then post it from there. So I'll just have to transfer the files over from my desktop through one of those hard drives. Oh. All right. Flamethrower. Was it hunting shiny Delibird when it made while making a handsome handmade pizza? While making a handmade pizza. Yeah, yes, I think it was. Now you'll see when I post it, because I do really want to post that, because I was like I had the idea, and I was I had this idea. We left Sunday for on a Sunday for our trip. I had this idea on the Friday before, in the morning of Friday. Oh, this would be a really cool video idea to post while I'm gone for a week. And I was like, there's no way I'm going to be able to get through this entire thing and be able to achieve actually finishing recording this video in time, but I'm going to do it anyway. And I managed to finish recording it in seemingly record time. I was so impressed.
That have brought us together.
Certainly so. I would agree. But yeah, so it was I was so thrilled that I had gotten through the recording portion of it so quickly. And then I went to go edit it, and then I was immediately I was I know I could I was able to get this done in record time, but it's still a crap ton of raw footage, and I am not going to be able to edit all of these before Sunday. It's just not going to happen. So I ended up just shelving that one specifically and recorded, and I edited the other two that I had recorded, which were the daily puzzle ones and the playing a bunch of videos that were, or games that were suggested from chat. So I ended up getting those two posted, and those those actually did pretty well, all things considered. But they weren't the one that I was most proud of, because I didn't have time to edit the one I was most proud of. So I'm gonna try and edit it tomorrow and Tuesday. We're gonna see. Also, thank you so much for 5 likes, everyone. I really appreciate the support. See if we can't get a second shiny Burmy. Sorry, Burmy. I have a feeling if we were to theoretically hit 10 likes, I bet a second shiny Burmy would show up. I can't promise it. I don't control the shiny Burmies, but I have heard through the grapevine that shiny Burmy are attracted to people liking my streams. It might be an old wives' tale, but it can't hurt to test it out. Shiny Burmy. Damn it. Every time we head back, does it automatically heal up my mons? Is that how that works? Because if so, that's quite useful information to have. I'll press the like button over and over again. I appreciate it. Honestly, here's what you do. You just swap between like and dislike over and over again. And regardless, those are all engagement, so... Whatever it lands on. Doesn't matter. Still engagement, baby! My wife recently started watching Mad Men. And I gotta say, not a huge fan of the show. I can acknowledge it's like good TV. I do not enjoy how shitty everyone in that show is. And, you know, I have a feeling that the storylines are going to get even more and more crazy, and there's going to be, like, no one I can follow that I can just root for unabashedly. Except maybe Peggy, but like, I feel like she's not, like, the most... like, she doesn't get the most screen time, so I'm gonna be like just sitting there like waiting for Peggy's storylines. I prefer emotionally stable women. Same. Aggressively exists in your general vicinity acutely. Welcome to the Stream Doodle. Good to have you here. Does that mean that you are a dog and not a tongue? Mad Men is super overrated. Women only watch it because they like the clothes and hairstyles. I mean, I don't know that that's true. I don't know about the overrated versus underrated shit, but like, I don't think that people. I don't think mainly women watch the show, and B, that it's because of the hairstyles and clothes. I'm sure some people do, but I don't know that I would generalize like that. It is an interesting, like, you know, snapshot into the social aspects of that time. Like, I think it's a fairly, like, true to, like, history representation of, like, what it was like to be in that kind of environment back in that time. But, you know, it's not fun to exist in, because people were shitty to each other, and, you know, shitty to women, shitty to women, shitty to minorities, not at all considering mental health as anything, just hugely toxic environment. And it's not fun to watch. Doe's trying to get me to give her my iPad so she can send you stupid messages. I mean, she's been... I feel like she's been doing that just fine on Discord. She's been pestering me to play Smash for a while now. Whoop. Team Tongue makes some noise. Cricketoon is 1000% on Team Tongue. That whoop is you know, textbook tongue. Boop. Indeed, I have. Oh, so you are using Doodle's account now. I see. I do have to once again reiterate, I am not a big fan of Smash. I don't enjoy playing it that much. Like, it's fun enough every once in a while, but I really, like, I don't get a lot of enjoyment out of playing the game. Joe Biden equals Team Dog. I don't know. Have you seen him eat ice cream? Heather Flanagan, welcome to the stream. Thanks so much for joining. Good to have you here. Hope all is well. Team Tongue is firmly against Smash. Well, call me Team Tongue then. Also, I don't know if that's true. What would you call oral if not tongue? And that's part of smashing. It's a bit of a stretch, but you know. Tongues can stretch. Haven't you seen Robin Hood Men in Tights with the tongue clamp? You're one of the taste buds now. I will admit you do have the better nickname for your members. What the F is Team Tongue? What's going on? Oh, the discussion about topic question was are you a dog or a tongue? So we have Team Dog and Team Tongue. Not the way I do it. Wrong? I feel like by proxy of involving the mouth, tongue is going to be involved. I don't know why I ran over here. Bam. Doo-doo. All right. Surgeon, I need a name for a rain-shadowed savanna and otherwise mostly forested world. A rain-shadowed savanna. So, like, rain-shadowed meaning, like, it's, like, protected from rain and therefore is more, like, it is not able to produce a forest. Is that what you mean by rain-shadowed? There's a mountain in the way of the rain. Okay, I see. So mountain in the way of the rain, and then on the other side is like a savanna that is much more sparse foliage, but not like desert. Let's see. So I feel like this is like similar to like the Serengeti or like I'm thinking like, you know, South Africa or like Kenya or something like that kind of biome. Oh, don't see me, I don't want to fight you. So we could do like a playoff of that, but it's also got like a mountain view. Imagine not being a nerd and not knowing what rain shadow means. I mean, like I I understood from context clues. I just never have heard that specific term. I understood the concept, just not the term for it. Don't you come after my nerd credentials. So, protected by a mountain. Honestly, you could go with like I'm trying to come up with like actual geographical like equivalents and like what they're named to like pull from. I feel like Pompeii was like protected by is protected like by a mountain and stuff like that. Obviously, then it wasn't, but like it is like shielded from some of the weather patterns because it is, you know, in the shadow of Vesuvius. And same with like Napoli and stuff like that. Those all of that area is like shielded from a lot of like the worst weather and stuff like that because of the mountains that are like surrounding them. So like almost like Amalfi. Oh, that's a coastline. I feel like it should end with an I. Or like IA or something like that. So if it's like something that's like a little bit drier, but like not. What's the description of the biome? Rain shadow. A rain shadow savanna. My chat just reset? Oh, yeah. It's a rain shadowed savanna. How about like Aragacia or something like that? The Aragacian Sahara savanna or something like that? In an otherwise mostly forested world, so it stands out. How you spell that? Arigacia. Okay, we're good.
As a wise man once said during gameplay of a certain game, remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
It's true. Yeah. Aragacia. I'll keep that in mind. No problem. I will continue thinking about it because I'm not like 100% satisfied with that answer, but like my thought was like it's a bit more, it's like, especially compared to like a mostly forested world, it's going to be considered an arid climate. So the Ari from that, and then I feel like the Asia is like, it just like has like a little bit of like a, like almost like a biome type of, is it like kind of like a biome type of suffix? Honestly, I could probably do some. I would if I were to like deep dive into this, I probably would go and do some like research on like words that mean, or like the root words in like Latin or German or ancient Greek of like, you know, that mean like mountain or like protected or something like that, and I would like come up with some sort of like combination of those. That sounds interesting. I would probably pull from like linguistics and stuff like that to like create the name, but I don't want to do that kind of research in the middle of a PLA stream. Although you have intrigued me, and now I kind of want to look it up and think of a better, a more definitive answer for you. Maybe I'll do that after stream. Would. The Wind Step or the Rialta High Plains? Oh, those are much more like fantasy names. I like that. The Wind Step. I like that. Maybe you could combine them, like the Irrigation Wind Step or something like that. Have you heard this musician called Tom Cardy? Yes, I have. I like Tom Cardy. She blew up a few years ago. Yeah, I couldn't remember his name. Like, I had seen him all over my shorts feed, but I couldn't remember his name for the longest time. But I have watched a decent number of his videos, and I enjoy them a lot. Need to get you to do my world building work for me. I mean, I ask you for advice more often. Me or Pseudo? I love Tom Cardi B. Oh, grr. Shaky tree. Neat. What were those? Pseudo's messages don't show up for me for some reason? Oh, me. Okay. Cool. Pseudo's were the Wind Step or Rialta High Plains. Rialta High Plains is the other one. Realta High Plains. Also, Wind Step is spelled with a WINDSTEPPE, like steppy, like the fancy way of spelling step. STEPPE rather than STEP. Oh, funny thing happened today. I was like, I was bringing in the mail, and one of the envelopes that was addressed to me put like there was like a mark that looked like it was giving an accent in the like or an apostrophe in the middle of my name. And I've never said my I've never like officially revealed my like actual name on the channel, but like suffice to say, I have a very white name. The only thing that is like even vaguely like unique about my name is the equivalent of not only having like extra mayonnaise, but like having like artisanal handmade mayonnaise on it, in that it is like even more like like specifically white. Like there's like generic white, and then there's like advanced white, or like, you know, like ethnic white, I guess is the best way to put it. But yeah, so it was like, suffice to say, apostrophes are the farthest thing away from my name. It was just really interesting to think like, what would be my like Klingon name or something like that. We talking like Connor, yeah, something like that. Chester, yeah. Something along those lines, exactly. Even I'm here. Time to get a shiny Burmy. We got one already. We're working on our second. First time in this game that I've gotten a shiny Burmy. Connor got to be math with you. uh Joe, I'm not going to confirm what my name is. Technically, it has been said on the channel before. A couple of times, my friends have hopped into the chat and have called me by my name rather than Ectric. So theoretically, if you were to go back and watch every single one of my streams, at some point you would see me being called by my first name, rather than by Ectric. I think actually accidentally one time was telling a story and referred to, like, I was telling a story where someone referred to me by my name, and I said my name rather than replacing Ectric, because I had already told the story to someone else about them talking about me, and obviously used my real name in that situation, because it, they wouldn't know me primarily as Ectric. So it theoretically you could find it. I've never officially confirmed it. At this point, like, if you knew my first name, I really wouldn't mind. It's more like my last name and stuff like that I would rather keep off, just because I don't, like, I'm already worried about getting doxxed and stuff like that. Like, I'm sure that someone who is like determined enough would be able to find my full name, and probably with, a little bit more snooping, could probably find my address. Like, I think that that's probably true of pretty much anyone. Especially streamers who share a lot of the information about themselves just from, like, talking about their lives. I think that it's probably the building blocks are out there if you really wanted to find it. I don't want to make it any easier by, like, blatantly giving out, like, that information of, like, my full name, or, like, the town I live in or anything like that. Especially because the town I live in is, like, a smaller town. So there's not much to look for if you find the town. Joe Rogan. You caught me. I'm actually Joe Rogan. I live in Austin, Texas. You found me out. I wouldn't want someone to have my last name, but my first name is whatever. Yeah. Like, it's fine. At this point, it's more of like I'm curious to see how long it can go before people find out my name. And really, no one has really cared that much to this point. But, like, I'm not opposed to, like, people knowing my first name. It's more the last name that I'm worried about. And it sucks too, because, like, I'm proud of my last name. I love my last name. It's a pretty unique last name, and I'm proud of, like, my family. I love my last name, but, like, I also like my first name, but, like, especially my last name, I'm really, like, I have pride in it. But yeah, it's too identifying of myself, and allowing for people to theoretically find information about me that I don't want them to have. Okay with my nickname, but I'm a full first or last. Yeah, like, I'm fine with people knowing my first name. Honestly, maybe one day I make it a like a donation goal for, like, a charity stream or something like that. First name reveal. I can think of one time when you were not happy about your last name. Welcome to the stream. I'm sure you've been lurking, Aurelius, but thank you so much for joining to add that in. For context, everyone, Aurelius is one of my, like, high school friends. So they know my name. And they are referencing, yeah. I think I know what you're talking about. God, the stories that could be told. Probably got a last name like Vandergeest or Pendragon or something like that. Fancy. It's I don't know if I'd call it fancy. It is unique. Hammond Bergerini. It's funny because that is one thing I will share. My last name, the most un-Italian thing you can think of. Like I am half Italian. You would not get a single inkling by hearing my name. My mother's side is the Italian side, so did not get any of the Italianness in my name or my looks, to be honest. I take after my dad a lot, but half Italian. You would not pick that out. Pick me out in the lineup if you're looking at names. So I guess like a attendance sheet. Probably be fine with my first name if it didn't have a nickname. Yeah, I sometimes go by like a shortened version of my name for a nickname, but like it most of the time people just call me like my full first name. It's not that long that it needs shortening. And I respond to the nicknames off of that name, and you know I'm not at all opposed. I think I'm just so used to introducing myself as like my full name that like I don't like I think it gives off the impression that I would prefer to go by my full name rather than a nickname. So most people just stick with the full name, even though like I'm perfectly fine going by either. It's Tomas, nickname Tom. I mean, I'm not going to confirm or deny any name. Unless it's ridiculous, in which case I will laugh and then say, yeah, no. Travis Enchilada. Could be Robert or Rob. I don't know. Oliver Gardner. I mean, it will be in a couple months when I legally change my name to that. Incredible. I don't know why I'm saving, but we're doing it. Oh, while I'm here. We're reordering those. There we go. Max Power. That's my porn name. Oliver Klosoff. A friend named Olivia who might call Olive Garden. That's fun. Are they Italian? Olivia's a pretty common Italian name, I feel like. Definitely think I've heard your name like twice, but it's been like 38 streams ago or more. Yeah, it's very possible that I was called it and you clocked it or something like that. It's really not important. Mine is Sparkling Power. Ah, we're siblings. Not introduce myself with my whole ass 5-syllable name every time I meet someone. Fair. Yeah, my first name is not that many syllables. Hint. All right. I think we'll do like one more loop and then probably call it a night. But hey, we made some progress. Very excited to have that Burmy. Burmy. Dr. Zoinkensten. Or sorry, Zonkensten. Jebediah Spanikop Peta. Jebediah would be an incredible first name for me to have. I feel like Jebediah is so white it almost doesn't sound white. It's my birthday today? Oh, happy birthday, Aiden! Let's get some happy birthdays in the chat. Hey! My stepdad is Peruvian, so my mom's side's last name is very Spanish. Talking spaces in first letter is lowercase, and my father's side is fucking Smith. That's very fun. I had a friend whose last name was Smith, but then they changed it in college. It's always near Christmas, so I get robbed on gifts. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Luckily, my birthday is in the summer, so I don't really have to worry about that kind of thing. That's a shaky tree. Man. Mine's neither of those. Oh, interesting. Oh, well, yeah, that makes sense, I guess. Stepdad. And all that. Did they change it to metallurgist? How did you know? Do you know them? Nah, he changed it to his mother's maiden name. And I gotta say, better last name than Smith. No offense to any Smiths out there, but it's kind of boring. That was shaking, though. Why? Why do they sometimes shake and then not have a Burmy? Where's my Burmy? My second shiny Burmy? Hopefully I can get a birthday shiny tonight. Still got an hour to go. I wish you luck. Mine falls on Easter occasionally. I actually recently did some research because I was trying to understand how they choose when Hanukkah starts. Because I was watching a video and there was a person asking for advice, and they were like, I can never remember when Hanukkah starts, and it makes me feel like a bad Jew because I don't know when Hanukkah starts. And how would you suggest I be better about knowing when Hanukkah starts? And I would like, their advice was like, just, you know, memorize it at the beginning of the year and then just like go from there type of thing, which, you know, obviously works. But like, I was like, I wonder if you could figure out like I'm sure there's an algorithm that they use to calculate when Hanukkah starts every year. I wonder what that equation is, and how easy it would be to like do it mentally, so that you could be like, okay, so if the year is 2025, that means that it's like this many years into however many year cycle of it start, and it starts on this day type of thing. Like I was like thinking, oh, it would make sense for there to be an algorithm. Maybe you could do it mentally. So I went and did some research on it, and first of all, didn't realize it was based on a lunar calendar. I didn't realize that the Hebrew calendar is a lunar calendar, not a solar calendar, which was interesting. So I started getting like real in depth on like, you know, how lunar calendars work and stuff like that, and how the Hebrew calendar specifically worked, and got real fucking confusing real fast because basically they have to add in like extra months every once in a while just to like keep it up to date with like where the sun is, and it got so confusing. And like it's like, oh, so every 7th, 13th and 19th year there's an extra month over here, and like sometimes they're like this many days and sometimes it's this many days. And then I was like, okay, I think I'm starting to understand this vaguely. And then it was like, okay, now how do they calculate what day Hanukkah starts on? And then from there they're like, okay, so it starts on the first something something on of this month, unless something happens, in which case they have to go to the next month, and or like the next one, or like the next week or something like that. It's just like there's like so many different like if statements, and that's on top of all of the if statements of figuring out where the hell the lunar calendar falls within the Gregorian calendar. And I basically spent an hour looking at this thing trying to fucking understand it, came out with no equation and even more confused than I went in. So it's very confusing, and apparently Easter runs on the same sort of shit, because they calculate when Jesus died based on what month of the lunar calendar, and what day and month of the lunar calendar. But it also has to be a Sunday, so they do like the first Sunday of like this month in a lunar calendar, and that's why it jumps around so much. So it was interesting. Choice of being born out of wedlock. Got my mom's maiden name. Hey, sometimes the maiden name's fun. Legends of Shiny has been exploding for me lately. Yeah, I've been getting more shinies now. It's been nice. I made 3 eggs and want more now. Ooh, love me some eggs. It's Hanukkah Lewinsky. Oh my god. I did not calculate the the start of Hanukkah. You can't really figure it out because it's a lunar. Yeah, I obviously they figure it out. So like there is an equation. There is an equation that they use to figure it out, because they do it. Otherwise, no one would know. But it bothers me that I don't know that equation and I can't find it anywhere. Most people use lunar calendars for the longest time. I mean, it makes sense. Yeah, it makes sense. But it's frustrating. But anyway, we are going to call it here. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I hope you had a good time. If you did, and you have not yet liked the stream and subscribed to the channel, consider doing so you can catch more of these in the future. We are going to go on a raid, so don't go anywhere just yet. But we're going to pass on the love. I will do a non-Legends ZA stream, so that anyone who is trying to avoid spoilers for that game does not have to worry. Although, if literally everyone is doing ZA content, then I might not be able to help, but it looks like we got a couple people doing non-stuff. Let's see, so we can do a Super Kaizo Ironmon in Fire Red. We can do a Kaizo Ironmon in Heart Gold. We can do Yu-Gi-Oh! Tag Force 2. Or we can go with one of like 3 ZA streams. We have no idea how this works, so Hanukkah starts whenever you want. Honestly, that would make more sense to me. Not very reliable to use the lunar calendar when all we have are ducks. God damn it, Pseudo. Heart Gold, Kaizo? You got it. Let's do it. Literally anyone having a preference is very helpful. So, like me trying to decide where we're gonna go out to eat with my wife. Any preference is lovely. All right, so we are going on a hashtag #ElectriCrew. I will also see if I can't make this an automatic redirect, so that we can pass on the love automatically, so you don't have to click any links. Unfortunately, I cannot, because they don't allow redirects. So you're gonna have to click it manually. But I hope to see you over there with a hashtag #ElectriCrew. We're gonna be raiding Tropius Forest. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your night, and I will see you either tomorrow or Tuesday for a Jackbox stream. So I hope that you'll join in for that as well. See you then, but until then, bye.